TDN Africa. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. Mommy say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility because we are here to bring you unbiased news. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. Through the Diaspora Network, positive information is a focus. We give insights from both sides. To the lights we analyze, yeah. But the people let's say we know and no lie. We stand for the truth and the heights of we promote democracy, we stand for justice. And you will love love. We promote democracy. And you will love love. TDN there for you. TDN there for we are. TDN there for TDN Africa. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. Mommy say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility because we are here to bring you unbiased news. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. Through the Diaspora Network, positive information is a focus. We give insights from both sides. To the lights we analyze, yeah. But the people let's say we know and no lie. We stand for the truth and the heights of everyone. We promote democracy, we stand for justice. And you will love love. We promote democracy. And you will love love. TDN there for you. TDN there for we are. TDN there for you. TDN there for we are. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. We believe in independence and credibility because we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility because we are here to bring you unbiased news. TDN Africa Media. 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 TDN Africa Media.
Jimmy Fox on the beat.
All right, Famble them on a hello, good evening, and welcome to the program Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Today happen to be the 4th of March inside the year 2024, and we will bring the program come to you. My own name na Amadu Esba, and I will be soon joined by my colleague Aminata Koroma. We are still they try for Adam via Facebook for joining inside the program, so that we go talk about the thing them where they happen na the program. Inside the program today. This is the program Salone Talk, and they come to you on TDN Africa Media every Mondays, Wednesdays, and on Friday, and they start at 8 p.m. Saturday 9 o'clock na net. Members say yourself can be part of this program here, so by way where you go send your text message or drop your comments in the comment section. We go read them out and make sure say yourself your own voice be heard. Inside the program today, we want to talk about human interest stories them inside the program today, as the Correctional Service Center na Freetown, where we all they call Pademba Road prisons. The inmates them don't raise concern, said in the staff, and we get the same situation where they face the servicemen them back as well. And also inside the program, we'll go for talk about owing to insufficient food supply, the blind school inside Kenema district don't they call for shutdown. So we'll go for talk about some of them things and they inside the program today, fumble them. Remember, say yourself, your voice go be heard. Do so by dropping your comments in the comment section. We go read them out and make sure say yourself, your voice be heard. I dey try for make me colleague Aminata Koroma join the Facebook Live. And if at all not challenging for we forget Aminata Koroma for joining on Facebook Live, we'll go for link them up on WhatsApp call, because we're not going for keep on waiting too much today inside the program fumble them. And today, like I say, we got for look into human interest stories them inside the program as fumble them know. We got for look at human interest stories them inside the program fumble them, because we all know say the Pademba Road Correctional Center, after several reviews, um, after so much complaining with people then we don't make as to how then they treat prisoners then prior to this time, make them change the model of the prisons where they refer to them as a correctional center. We basically mean say if somebody find himself in that particular field day, regardless of the crime or the person commits, it means say the person they go there for go correct in wrongdoings and come back in a society and be a positive person. What in that mean? If the person there in detention, the person get human rights for like make the person they get good food service. I mean the person for able for eat good food, if you get healthy living, being in prison, regardless of the crime or the person go don't commit. But we don't see say this don't be a concern a little bit for prisoners them, and as well as prison officer them, we find themselves in this particular situation. And today we'll go on for look at that inside the program, and also we want to look at because of insufficient food supply, the school where they for the blind people them like Kenema district don't finally say if they not look into issues we get for do with the picking them, or we get for do with food business at all not, it go get for affect them as the school not go continue for the hold on to special need picking them without they're not able for give them feeding we go make them feel for stay na the holding center that much. And we all don't see say disabled picking them we want for land book. They face a lot of challenges. Then they face a lot of challenges, and few of the challenges they when they face, especially for those where they find themselves na school where they hold on disabled picking them, especially the visually impaired picking them. We don't see where the blind school, the Mitima Guide school for the blind, then self may not make a similar call that then they get insufficient supply, especially for food, and other basic thing them where they need for upkeep the picking them. And this not only they on the government, then they call on philanthropists, and they call on Soyat organization them for see how they go able for stepping in making sure that them picking their aso when and then special need picking their, especially them blind picking their aso, we still don't say they want for land book for let them continue for day in the system, because we all know how it don't they happen for people them we blind. We don't go on for they see them always they out there in the streets, they beg for waiting and they eat, or they beg for their survival. It's unfortunate that things in the also they happen even at the time where we know say them picking their also one for land book and then so eager and the eagerness they show up on how they want for land book. If you get that situation they also for occur, I mean in a country where the disabled people then feel say they're neglected. Already the adults then where they out there when are disabled, plenty of them feel say they are neglected. And I think it's high time the government will find a better means for see how they go able for salvage, yeah, the situation of special need picking them, especially the visually impaired picking them. Because now if you get blind school, right, we're ready for cater for picking them, right, where they're not a C, but they don't decide say the only way where we go able for, I mean the only way where we go able for help we safe now by law we learn book. And we all know say normally picking them working visually disabled, or I mean visually impaired, they can able for help in impact in society. So with the call on governments and the call on Soyat organizations for please look at the blind schools them across the country, especially the one at Freetown, the one at Kenema, the one at Koroma. There've been this concern about how they know they get sufficient food, and then feel say the attention where they need from government or from Soyat organizations, they're not on the get them over the years. It's a little bit challenging because now if you get a whole school where they cater for them picking their, like na Kenema for instance, now they say, because of insufficient food and other lack of other cares, we don't think so we'll go able to continue this journey for the take care of them picking their so. And this is a very serious case as we call on governments, especially under the radical inclusion, right? Policy for education. We think, say, if it is time for inclusivity or for create equity in education, we will ensure, say, the disabled are really cared for, and we will ensure, say, we for meet up for meet to them concerns them, especially in the areas where then they raise where get for do with feeding. You know, say what you may, but for make you go able for keep people them of such I mean disability feeding now one of the thing them where like you go on for say you go look at. If you're able to feed them, it is going to be a very, very huge concern for people them, as we all know. It could be a very huge concern for people them. And like like this don't be a concern, and we it still don't continue to be a concern for so many people them. And we call on Soyat organizations, please, for look into this matter. The blind schools them across the country, this call for insufficient feeding for these schools, right, is a huge concern. And if we don't begin to reach to time when some of them they say, well, we go likely shut down if we don't get any help from government, or if we don't get any Soyat organization for come to we aid. We think say that very, very scary, and it go like render the picking them prone in terms of for letting go able for land, and for land book, I beg your pardon. All right, fumble them. I think again my colleague Aminata now online. It's unfortunate to not able to get some for join the live. But then Aminata day on phone now. Aminata, you hello and welcome to the program.
Good evening, all. Aminata Koroma.
All right, fumble them. That's not my colleague Aminata Koroma. We don't join we inside the program. If you just join we, the program where you watch na Salone Talk and it come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say yourself can be part of this program, yeah. So by where you go to drop your comments, now the comment section, we go read them out and make sure say your voice be heard. Aminata, I been already highlight the headline to fumble them, and if you be done the listen, you go know say I've been already start for analyze the situation. Now they talk on the reports where they say the blind school na Kenema for shut down because of insufficient food. Aminata.
Amadu, I'm so happy we they talk about this human interest stories, because if anything, if whatever thing we did do, we need for consider the people with disability, because then are the most vulnerable person then. Yeah. So if they like today, the reports don't come on a do, they say the picking the blind school and the staff and with the staff them or inmates and the staff now blind school, believe you me, really hard ending for way the way then kind of thing they are. So if people then can read the story, sorry, you go and like feel bad and feel heartbroken because these governments people then get high hope of them. Mind you, the feeding program now one of the key thing them way them be do for the campaign season. I don't know if na SALONE na in the name of the manifesto where they been pulled for Van. Yeah. So and if Van be they listen to the subsequent programs them, therefore no say like we be they talk about we they read the manifestos, the way and pull the manifestos them out, they tell them say let people them read through the manifesto, go over the manifesto and know what's in the promise, we the citizens them. And Amadu, right now this na in the facing. Imagine the people then say then they give them not to say they may give them money, they give them money, they give them, but it's not compared to the picking them with in. Mind you, they talk about radical inclusion. Yeah, talking about radical inclusion, it's in all person with disability. They it gets, let's say, get access to the center, right? And imagine they wouldn't provide for like let's say 100 or 50 picking them. Yeah, then the picking away they inside the center past 200 or 250. How you think they will want their stuff centered? So it's really a call for concern, Amadu, and we they hope this for put and being there. That thing where they're supposed for do for them people in day because them people in day they're vulnerable. They're not able to do like how, even though yes, where I'm able, they're able to do what me and you they do, but then it could in a slow process. So you don't see, and the need for provide for them everything for them sufficient. So we they into this matter. May they not take them say or then do them for do sake. I hope you understand. They just they want 1, 2, 3 years. London. We don't forget about the thing. Picking them day inside that. Imagine blind picking them. They come on at it for go big. Where it be said they at school. At the blind school. And we will see them picking them, go be videos. But what is this? What is this government doing? What did they really they do? That's not the question people and they ask. Yeah.
All right, Famble them. If you just join with the program or you're watching a Salone Talk, and it come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say yourself can be part of this program here. So by where you go send your text message or drop your comments in the comment section. We go read them out and make sure say yourself your voice be heard. Inside the program today, we look at human interest stories. We're going to do with the disabled, the blind school, na Kenema don't pull word na do, according to one report. Say then go shut down because of insufficient food. So we look into that particular situation, as we know, say not to just the Kenema case, but you get this case where been done they across all them school them we get for do with special need picking them, right? We know say inside the education sector plan, we then pull for 2022, where that education sector plan they suppose for look at the education sector from 2022 to 2026. Inside there under objective 3, then say for reduce gender and other disparities in the educational access and experience and outcomes. So what's in then they look at in outcome number 3, clause 1, then say children with special education need are supported to succeed. Earlier identification with special need is important to support children with disabilities. Therefore, in pre-primary and primary schools, the MBSSC will work with specialized ministries and partners to conduct screening of children who enter school to determine what, if any, intervention or support are needed. The MBSSC will work with parents and other service providers to help children to access the support they need, whether they are in mainstream school or specialized schools. The reason why I read that objective 3 or outcome 3 of that particular area, with this education sector plan of 2022 to 2026, now also SALONE they able determine what we need for improve on we education, right? What we been done miss, what we need for put in place. And in the area, this particular area, then talk about the reduction of gender and other disparities in educational access, experiences, and outcomes. And part of these outcomes, then say children with special education need for be supported with some of the things that way I read outrightly. And we all know say of late, this concern from special needs schools them, it really don't enormous, like it don't too much, because you don't want for end up for see some of them picking their so even with them disabilities, we don't determine say they want for land book, for go back and go begin they end up for be like the normal disables them, we would all use for seeing our streets. Because alone when they say disability, yeah, the best thing where they connect there with now they want to where it's up now three, right? Then they forget say you do have children who are disabled, but they're not for end up like how some of them other one then they end up. And as a society, we have to try and see how we're able to encourage them. Those who want for land book, we should create the enabling environment to for create them for make the environment fine for them, so that they go able for learn, so that they go get patience. And one of the things that we me think say go be really challenging for especially for those where na inmates, right? So these holding centers for them disabled picking the yaso, like the Miltimagai School for the blind school in Kenema, the blind school in Kono, all the blind schools across the country. If you cannot feed them, right, you're not able for all them. Many times when they see people them with such disabilities, they go down the streets. Many times they get for do with the survival for waiting then they eat. And so if they don't decide for land as a country and as a society, we should try and see how we go make them soft a little bit for the heads of this school by providing food for them. This we they call on the government, call on Soriat organizations, call on Soriat individuals for please see how we go pay attention to these special needs schools as well as citizens. In your small way, you can able for support them. You can able for support them in your small way, because then use the hour with the go well for with society, because we want to see them contributing to the development of this country. At one time, we've had someone who is visually impaired, right? Don't be a deputy minister. It don't serve this country. So we for not say such kind of people, they're useful. We don't see, blind people being commissioners. Then stuff don't serve this society. So then young picking them were visually impaired, right? We for able for see how we able for help them, for make sure say them find themselves in a very fine environment, and make the basic thing them where they need. I mean, like the issue of this food insufficiency, where the heads of them various school they are, so they cry, not be a problem at all, not Aminata, moving forward.
Indeed, Amadu. Just like how you did talk, we did call on SOYAT organizations, SOYAT people them, and most especially government of SALONE, because them picking their so them feature them they at stake. Imagine you don't body for like say you be somebody in the mayor, right? You don't can get say you go school, you don't get courage, you don't make new friends, then all of a sudden the place they can close because of reason when it be say for they happen to them, and imagine them picking and they go big it's damn expectations or picking the gladdy way then go get all that they get for push aside and you go down the rail just because of one green reason. Really bad, and it had trending. If anything and they happen now, we country. We don't want for the reading kind of bad there so again. We don't want for the see anything there so they happen now we country. We want let we go the good thing at this country so if anything there so they happen to them people and they imagine what thing will happen to these other schools them we like a non-promise other thing. We do hope and pray. So yeah, organizations then will come to the aid leading picking in the future, they at stake. Because them blind picking in we can get them. Blind person they give messages to people them out there, it impacts knowledge in different ways. Then get a young way out in the send their own information where they make people them, they listen to them, then kind people and they can get charisma. I don't know if you understand what I get. I don't know, I believe say I've been fortunate for witness the principal of blind school in Afritonia. So, Amadu, that guy is very well outspoken, and imagine if it's up na radio or television, if you don't speak wrong, you don't know say this person he's well educated. So if we get more of them people than they, imagine, let me just imagine, with a pay, let them come to aid for helping them picking their soul. Them picking their future, then they at stake. Yeah.
All right, Famble them. If you just join the program we watch now, Salon Talk, and it come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say yourself can be part of this program here, so by dropping your comments in the comment section. We go read them out and make sure say yourself your voice be heard. So with us then na YouTube and Facebook, feel free for share and ask more people for follow TDN Africa Media, as we are so for bringing you the most independent, credible, and unbiased news. We still continue with the program, and we want to go straight to one of we key topic them. The Sierra Leone Correctional Center, according to one report where we source in the Global Times newspaper, say the inmates them and the correctional service worker them, they starve. And according to the story, we will read them out for let family them get some so that una self go understand what's in the situation we dey talk. It say officers and inmates at the 21 correctional service centers across the country have gone without rice and condiments supply for well over 6 months. According to reliable source, prisoners and detainees are starving. Some of them depend on gari for their daily survival. He said the Ministry of Finance has not paid the rice, and the story continues, and condiment suppliers to the correctional service for between 6 and 8 months. Now, according to a leaked internal government memo seen by the Global Times yesterday, a spokesman for the correctional service described the situation as a threat to national security. He pleaded with the government to speedily address the issue. The acting director general of the Sierra Leone Correctional Service, Colonel Sulaiman Masakwe, confirmed that suppliers are owed huge sum of money, but he was addressing their concerns through the Ministry of Internal Affairs and Office of the National Security. He refused to elaborate. Investigations continue. If fumble them now, I know already starts to give the headline. We all know say the Sierra Leone Correctional Service, therefore do with the prison them across the country. And according to this particular report here, so then correctional service centers here, according to the report, across the country, not only receive them food supply and other condiments for 7 to 8 months. Women say then don't they go without food, and this don't become a concern that the correctional service center, the ABOP, say the ministry were responsible for pay the suppliers, right? The suppliers go able for pay them on time. And the reason why they not only get the food supply all this why, it clear for saying that because the finance ministry not on pay then supplier there so for the past supplies they will not they give. And what in this mean for we human rights? You know, as much as them people in that correctional service center, we all know say them we don't change the model at which Pademba Road prisons been there. Like, I mean, now we hope say when them people are so as much as they don't commit crime in a society, but when they go inside and they should be reformed and come back to society and can impact positively. But then if we don't begin to seize, I mean, then they face some amounts of human rights violation, like saying that they starve. Some of them only dependent on Gary. And we all know say not to all of them go even afford them because someone with the time we don't take in a prisons, I don't believe say it gets anybody or owing to the way someone they go to prison, you might even get somebody who go to send for them. This is not so great news, Aminata. So we call on the authorities, as much as the director or the acting director general of the Sierra Leone Correctional Service, Colonel Sulaiman, they say then they try to see how they go able to address this through the Ministry of Internal Affairs and that of the National Security, Office of the National Security. We hope that this is something we then go swiftly look into because we want to make sure say them people here so them fundamental human rights is not also being violated as much as then they face a sentence period they don't slam on them by the justice sector. Aminata?
Yes, Amadu, one thing where I hate for this recount here, so the leaders them and the one them where they represent the people them, then they fail for realize say that the people then they govern. Yeah. Why are alter the statements? Because they neglect the issue where the issue go don't come out of hands. Now that day, then go pull vests or pull all kind of or what have you. You know, nothing they ask for the common nado safe. Yeah, fit for the common nado because we all know how the country dey. Everybody aware. But let's remember say since they call the Pademba Road prison, they call correctional center, that because na person we like it don't do bad. They try to go correct in mistakes where it don't do. So it not will happen again. This where the Global Times them pull Nado so it don't serve as a whistleblower. Because if for let's say 1 month save starvation or food supply, no they go na the correctional center. Yeah, it's bad. For that reason, they don't pass 1 month, 2 months. Remember, not to say the government no, they are aware, they go no because you go tell me say if something no go to so side, the person not go therefore be accountable. They go be accountable, yeah. They go know they are aware, but they want for the situation come out of hands. So if situation don't come out of hands and they don't come on other people, they don't begin hearing or they don't begin see them in there. At that time you go see them go pull chest or they pull all kind of a place really say they go settle the matter. Why always na so if for they happen? No other way not there again for settle matter when it arises as it grab up so one time they don't settle the matter. Then people in the Amadu, then people in there for members say, then people in the then said now citizen of the country. Now circumstances, some circumstances make the day inside under. So the need for treat them with humanity, the need for treat them equally, just like how then they treat the other citizens them. And so therefore treat them people in the inside the correctional center. The only thing where they not go get access to now for common ado. The freedom, they will not seize them. Yeah, they will not seize their freedom, but they forget the other things they where they need where they need. So if starvation don't they happen, not to kill them, want kill the inmates them, plenty thing they cost now, plenty people in mind. What are these governments doing? What are these government doing? What did this government they do in order for ensure say the basic amenities are met? Yeah.
Yeah, indeed, it's challenging, and this is not a good news. We hope say, like Aminata they say, this is now a good whistleblowing, and that is why you have the media. The media, how we see the things then are so we they report them, and that is why more media houses get for engage in investigative journalism because there are plenty things in the way they happen. We know they're able for unearth them because of we focus no more on most of the journalists then just focus on reporting on issues we get for promoting the politicians. As much as we promote the politicians, we have to be taking human interest stories of these, right? You cannot have a correctional center, right, where they make the inmates then get food for it because we know say this number one now human rights violation to the highest degree anyhow you talk them because people like also, and part of the correctional service center in model, the new model like that, then people are also entitled for be fed. And of course, we not saying a challenge of funding, right? But as much as a challenge of funding, but let the funding not affect, say, they affect the people them way they back for watch over the inmates them, because not only the inmates them, but the prison officers themselves don't raise concern. They don't raise concern. And it's as a result of the fact the suppliers, the one way they supply the I mean the correctional service center, themselves they don't left behind. And this is where we call on governments for also see how they will support there with small business people, them where they supply government institutions, because this not just the suppliers for the correctional service center, but plenty other suppliers, they raise this concern. And it is a very serious concern that governments need for look to, especially the Ministry of Finance, because you no longer the correctional service center, but let such a report can go say those people that face some inhuman challenges. That is to say, then they starve. For say somebody they starve, that is inhuman. It is inhuman. So we call on the authorities concerned, can you look into this matter swiftly for see how they go able for fast track whatever payment is supposed to be made, right? Let them make them so that the inmates in this correctional service center go serve them jail time and come back full without no implication, because it is a correctional service center. As a matter of fact, when the person they come out there, the person will come back as a reformed person, where they come back and can contribute to the society positively. But if we don't begin to get, I mean, that situation there, the happen, it's a call for concern. And if the prison officers, them back don't begin to complain, it also a call for concern. Aminata, we really call on the authorities for looking into this matter.
Yes, Amadu. You know, we call on, we this is a call for concern, and it's really serious. Why are they emphasize on really serious? Now, because if just like waiting be happen, where we not be want to let it happen, where they go break in now the prison, Paremba Road prison, yeah. You know, the prisoners in they imagine they will not run away from the prison. You go tend for somebody go tend for the thing say, when this reports come on, so you go begin to reflect in mind back, say, these prisoners they are let not be saying that because of this starvation where they go inside the prison, make they don't run away and they're afraid for go enter inside because they're not able to feed them. You know, if people are going to think, so then that means say these they try for like put the lives of citizens them in danger. And mind you, those prisoners will be gone away. I doubt if they don't catch almost all of them. Mm-hmm. They are out there roaming the streets, you know, and they pass between we. Now we all the worker just because of reasons where it be say therefore don't solve. We know you know Koroma do say Amadu. So we dey call on the government. Let them look into that matter very seriously. You know, let them put utmost importance in them in these issues we don't come up to starvation, and you know say the human rights of them prisoners in there or the inmates, believe in me, they don't break the human rights of them people they do. So let them try for free way for pushing out of the solution to them problem then they way they arise. So because I know say not so that only problem they inside the Pademba Road prison, Amadu.
True.
Other
I agree with you.
other things today.
Yeah.
Poor health issues, toilet facilities, electricity, the most common thing, water, and those things all for be sufficient in the correctional center. All anything and they want name so for be sufficient in every correctional center. For making them people and they lack. Because if you tend for give scope for one away, for commot, or for break away from the prison. And when they come, they will come suppress the normal citizens. And we know them thing and therefore they happen. Now we can't see. Yeah.
All right, Famble, then. If you just join with the program where you're watching a Salone Talk, and it comes to you on TDN Africa Media, remember, say yourself can be part of this program here. So by way where you go drop your comments in the comment section. We go read them out and make sure say yourself your own voice be heard. Today we deal with human interest stories, and we call on citizens, the government, philanthropists, for do you see how we go able for support the special needs schools them across the country. Like in the case of Kenema now, the blind school where they say then go shut down if people are not come to the aid owing to insufficient food supply within they get. And we almost say these are people where we don't need for neglect. So we call on citizens for please see how we go able for assist them, and the call on government for please make sure say them people they are so with special needs they don't school them, they prioritize in the school feeding projects. Because we all know say we already have a school feeding project, but we have to see say them people they also they benefit the most because this situation cuts across all the schools them. Just like where we get the same situation, yeah, where they happen for the correctional service centers across the country. And like what my colleague Aminata did they say, these people get a human rights for protect, especially where una know say na the law na in hold now. Some man get long life. You go put in a prison, say how many years they come on do. And as a matter of fact, it don't mean say because the person on a correctional service center, the person young done. The person not forget quality food again where they eat. So we call on the authorities concerned, please, whatever money where they owe the suppliers, where they supply the correctional service centers across the country, let that money they be paid to them. But we pay for plenty other things than at this country. Not so that money they now for pay for. Because if you tell for pay for that money then, and like you don't give up on the citizens them day. You don't give up in them. And we don't want to reach to that level. Let's protect their human rights as much as what we call on state authorities for looking to the special need picking the young situation as well, especially the blind schools across the country as well, and the inmates. This news about the inmates and the prison officers starving now news where we for make sure say you know go out there too much. Like what my colleague Aminata say, it's unfortunate for how they get in there for leak out. So we call on the authorities concerned for looking to this particular matter and for swiftly address them for the betterment of and for the benefits of the one them we're supposed for the benefits. If you just join with the program where you watch na Salone Talk and it come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say yourself can be part of this program. You can drop your comments in the comment section. We go read them out and make sure say yourself your voice be heard. Don't forget, this is not the most independent, credible, and unbiased media platform. We then are all the social media handle them. Follow we on TDN Africa Media. Feel free for share as we don't do lots of interview cover, lots of program them, and we go always there for the give you the independent, credible, and unbiased news. We still continue with the program, and before we round up, we always want to talk about uh, call on the government and the security sector because we are young people. Them we always want for the alerts the government about the thing that way they happen in the country. We still they continue for call on government for try for take the fight against drug abuse now country very seriously, Aminata, before we go?
Yes, just like how this talk, we hope and praying Sorry Heart organization them and Sorry Heart people them, the people from diasporas, and me I can always look for put with government, because then for start something when they start, or then na them for fight, or they make way for them people they are so for let them go able to get access. Because if then they before, you know, other people them go able for come join and help the line school, and also make sure say them picking and they then future then safe, they in safer hands. Let them help them picking and they let them make sure say them provide all the basic amenities them, because me as I've been saying them picking and they're vulnerable. The radical inclusion don't make the school don't get plenty burden, you know. I not go call them burden, but I would say don't get plenty other people picking them, or other disability people them we don't can join them, you know. So we do hope and pray to the government, so arts organizations, may they come in, they step in and help become them. And so we other topic where we may talk about the starvation na the correctional center na Freetown. Do ya with the big, let the correctional center get the basic amenities them where it deserve. Let them provide let them go provide the items them or the food stuff them for them in time, because in time and on time. So we do hope they will look into this matter, that the one the way they did before, look into the matter and help the inmates them for grow. Because believe you me, Amadu, we get some other people who then dey inside our correctional center then they where it be say when they get for common do, there will be a better role model. They go serve the country for promote peace and unity.
Yeah.
Now this country, yes, we will make sure say we get a development we all the wish for. Yes, waiting them go do, waiting them go don't do, it really, really bad. It bad. But nobody know they will not make mistake. Nobody know they in this country or in this world. You know, go tell me say you don't make mistake, you don't ever make mistake in life. It's just fortunate say then they make mistake, it in another level. Yeah, let the government do the needful. Let them do waiting and suppose for do them people in day. Not so now the starvation don't come up. The starvation don't come up. But we don't see, we see, we know how the toilet facility is inside the Pagemba Road prison.
Yeah.
We all know.
Yeah. Starvation are
So
just one of the concern.
Let them try for help in that side day.
Yeah.
Because people anyway inside it, so their health matter.
Yeah.
You know, the health matter. The need for take proper care of them. Let them not feel as if they don't push them at the corner. Then people and they are citizens of this country. Why you feel say them pull the law for let's say kill person where he do bad? Because we all know say it infringe on the human rights of the person, the right to live. If them kind of a laws they don't pull them, which means we need for look back and help them people in the no matter the circumstances. Yeah.
All right, Fambolden. We almost don't come to the end of the program, but then before we go all the time, we can always look for talk to government about the excessive drug abuse within the country. I mean, with our young people, that we always call on government for lay emphasis on the fight against drug abuse in Sierra Leone. It's so heartrending and enough and unfortunate, unproductive for country for continue for day along the line. And we see the government's been done set up a rehabilitation center. But we are saying we call on governments for not say that's not enough. Then they not do. We also need for emphasize on how we go able for crack down those where they come with the drug inside the country. Because if the drugs are available, yeah, then say more young people them get offend themselves prey to this situation. So we call on government for save the soul of the young people in this country. It's not only Kush, not only Kush. We they use this with platform every day where we talk for calling government for lay emphasis on the fight against drug abuse in Sierra Leone. We get to be serious about them because you cannot have all the young people going down the drain owing to drug abuse. So do ya, mama, papa, governments, on allow we all put we foot them together. Expose that possibility that you area where you know say they sell kush, where you know say they do the thing then where they make the young people them life they go down the drain. Because we all at the end of the day get for fete this fete here so for make sure say after 10 years we no go lost the young people them all to drug abuse in this country. So we can always use this program and we last lap for call on people them for be vigilant, pay attention, and as well as expose anybody where they around you, where you know say they do drug business. This is not good for this country. And already we don't see the parts where you don't take plenty young people then. Aminata.
Yeah. Yes. Just like how my colleague Amadu they talk, let everybody be watchdog, everybody be journalist. As we look people in the talk, let everybody join hand for push away now we can't all don't see we all how the push they destroy the lives of young people then.
Yeah.
So let we are with the big. Let you just say because not to me picking this neighbor also you do me bad. This not think of that. What's the try for say remember for that picking in your future. Remember for that picking in life. Who that picking they get for can be in the future. You never can tell. So that picking they na for make you see a better Sierra Leone. So for that reason, make sure say you help. If you sabi the person where he be say na in the bring the cushion we country, not hesitate for like pull in waste nado.
If you're afraid for
You
pulling
know?
West Nado, report to people that we go
Yeah,
investigate and make sure say we expose because we are here to report the most independent, credible, and unbiased news. And this thing they
yeah,
hits we continue. So we all already now for FETAM.
indeed, indeed, Amadu. Indeed. So the big yeah. And we they talk to the picking them back
Yeah.
because themselves they not get sense yet, but they get small sense. No fall paddy say because me paddy they do this bad thing, you self for do one. No, it's wrong. And we they talk to the parents them back. Let them go they talk with them, picking them. Let them go they near them, picking them.
Mm.
Let them not go they left them. Yeah, una go dey talk with una pikin dem. Una make sure say una know the activities of the pikin. When e comot school, ask am how the school, how everything, just for let you go prevent am for make e no go do bad or e be bad somebody. And that's I will say for today. Yeah.
All right, fine. Then, if you don't watch the program, this is not Salon Talk, and it comes to you on TDN Africa Media every Monday, 8 p.m., and on Wednesdays, 8 p.m., and on Fridays, 8 p.m. We can then also for talk about it in the way they happen our country, Mama Salon. We can make way analysis and as well take your own view na the program. And we were going to bring the program come to you for today. Me on name na Amadu Esba. So we meet again on Wednesday at the same time on this same platform. And feel free for share. Invite you party them, make them follow we. We are the most independent, credible, and unbiased media platform. And they say tata and they wish you a wonderful moment. Stay blessed.
And me na Aminata Koroma, they say tata.
TDN Africa. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. Mama say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring the entertainment, we bring the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verify before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verify before reporting. Independent and credibility. That's why we are here to bring the unbiased news.